Ever find a show that just feels like a warm hug? That's exactly what Apple My Love is. This Thai GL series is one of the most heartwarming, soft, and emotionally sincere stories I've seen in a long time. It's a beautiful, slow-burn romance that perfectly captures that feeling of falling for someone who is your complete opposite. If you love stories about friendship, shy glances, and the courage it takes to finally choose love, then you need to watch this. The series introduces us to two incredible main characters, Apple and Mint. Apple is our shy, introverted artist. She's the kind of girl who's happiest in her own quiet world, sketching in her notebook and avoiding drama at all costs. She just wants to get through the school year without being noticed. But of course, that plan goes right out the window on the very first day. And that's because of Mint. Mint is a transfer student, and she's everything Apple isn't. She's confident, bubbly, and has this magnetic charm that draws everyone to her. She walks into a room and you can't help but look. And the first person she really notices is the one person trying to hide, Apple. From their very first interaction, Mint is fascinated by Apple's quiet nature. She sees something special in the girl who's always blushing and looking away. So she makes it her personal mission to break through Apple's shell. She teases her gently, sits with her at lunch, and always finds an excuse to be near her. Apple, on the other hand, is completely overwhelmed. This much attention from someone so bright and popular is a lot to handle, and her first instinct is to run and hide, but Mint is patient. She sees every nervous fidget and every failed attempt to hide a blush, and it just makes her more determined. The early episodes are this wonderful dance of push and pull. Apple tries to maintain her distance, but Mint just keeps showing up with a smile. It's in the small moments that you really see their connection start to form. A class project forces them to work together. They share an umbrella during a sudden rainstorm. Mint starts defending Apple from bullies and gossip, becoming her unexpected protector. And with every kind gesture, you can literally see the walls around Apple's heart starting to crumble. But it's not all smooth sailing. Both girls are dealing with their own insecurities. Apple is convinced that Mint is just being friendly, that there's no way someone like Mint could ever be interested in her. She thinks it's just a game. Meanwhile, Mint is getting frustrated. She's worried that Apple will never truly let her in, that she'd be stuck in the friend zone forever. This leads to some classic misunderstandings texts that get ignored, awkward silences, and moments where they both pull away, thinking the other has lost interest. It's that relatable, heart-aching part of a new crush where you're constantly overthinking everything. But fate, or maybe just the scriptwriters, keeps pushing them back together. One of my favorite details is how Mint starts remembering all these little things about Apple, like her favorite snacks or the type of pencils she uses for sketching. These small gestures feel bigger than grand confessions because they show that Mint is truly paying attention. She sees the real Apple, not just the shy girl everyone else overlooks. The story really deepens around the mid-season point. This is where the unspoken feelings become almost impossible to ignore. Apple finds herself sketching Mint over and over, capturing her smile and the way her eyes light up. She doesn't even realize she's doing it at first. It's just her heart speaking through her art. At the same time, Mint's playful teasing starts to soften. She watches Apple with a new kind of gentleness, a protectiveness that goes beyond just friendship. The jealousy also kicks in. Apple sees other students flirting with Mint and feels this pang in her chest, but she refuses to admit why it bothers her so much. Mint, for her part, is growing more and more restless. She's tired of pretending. The turning point is a truly beautiful scene. Mint accidentally discovers one of Apple's sketchbooks, and inside is a stunning, half-finished portrait of her. It's drawn with so much care and tenderness, and it's all the proof Mint needs. Apple is mortified, feeling completely exposed. She expects Mint to laugh or tease her, but that's not what happens. Instead, Mint holds the drawing like it's the most precious thing in the world. The air between them becomes electric. At night, they have their first almost kiss. It's full of breathless tension, but they both get scared and pull away at the last second. The silence that follows is so loud. Everything they haven't said is just hanging between them, heavier than ever. The final episodes are all about finally letting those feelings out. The school is holding a festival, and of course, Apple and Mint get roped into working at a romantic-themed photo booth. They have to pose as a couple for pictures, and what starts as a fun, playful act quickly becomes very, very real. Apple's hand is trembling in Mint's. Mint's gaze softens, and she looks at Apple like she's the only person in the world. All the barriers they've built just melt away. In a quiet moment away from the crowd, Mint finally whispers that she doesn't want to pretend anymore. She wants this to be real. Apple is so overwhelmed with emotion that she starts to cry, but Mint gently cups her face, wiping away her tears. There's no teasing this time, just pure, honest emotion. And under the soft glow of the festival lights, they share their first real kiss. It's not dramatic or explosive. It's soft, sweet, and hesitant, full of all the words they were too afraid to say. It is the moment Apple finally stops running, and Mint finally gets the answer she's been waiting for. The season ends with them officially choosing to be together. It's not a perfect fairy tale ending. They're still nervous, and they know they have a lot to figure out. But they're facing it together. The final shot is just perfect, Apple resting her head on Mint's shoulder while Mint kisses her forehead. It perfectly captures the soul of the series, a gentle, healing love between two girls who found a safe harbor in each other's arms. Honestly, Apple My Love is a masterclass in slow burn storytelling. It reminds you that love doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes it's found in the quiet moments, the patient gestures, and the courage to show someone the most vulnerable parts of yourself. It's a story about how love can help us grow and heal. If you're looking for a show that will make you smile, ache, and believe in the power of gentle love, you have to give this one a watch. It's truly special. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you next time.